Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be taking you through what I do when I get a commission for a custom Fursona plushie. So this first one here that we're going to work on is only half of the commission. This commissioner got two plushies from me actually. This first one is going to be a Protogen dragon hybrid. So I'm just going to continue to call him Proto Dragon from now on, but that is what it is. I'll just take you through kind of the steps that I go through. The very first thing I like to do is make sure that I get all of the embroidery files out of the way. At this point, I have all of the fabric ordered and it's on its way to me, but it takes a while, about 2 weeks for me to get it. So in the meantime, I'm just going to be working on the embroidery files. For most all of my commissions, I have to do custom embroidery files. Sometimes I can reuse some bits, but I like to make them all unique anyways. So this portion here, I'm just working on the mouth. This mouth gave me quite a bit of trouble. It was not the easiest. A lot of the time I'm kind of thinking how it's gonna appear once the fabric is curved, if that makes sense, and I have to make sure that it looks proper. I don't know. The way that the Protogen's mouths are designed is a bit different from how I'm used to making them, so this was definitely a challenge for me, but challenge accepted. Getting this little corner bit to line up properly was a struggle. But I found a way how to combine the two ends together, so that was really helpful. Yeah, I'm not a pro in this program. I'm using Brilliance, but I mean it's easy enough. It's pretty user friendly. But if anybody wants any like tutorials on how I utilize Brilliance for plushies and stuff, let me know. I'd be more than happy to help you out and share that with y'all. But yes, so now I'm just using the pre-laid in nose to kind of get the proper measurements for this guy's nose and placement. He's just got little slits here, so I'll just make the teardrop shape. And that is it for the mouth. The next portion we're going to move on to is the belly portion. So since it's a Protogen dragon, he's got some scales on his belly. So what I'm doing is I'm just making an embroidery file that has, what do you call it? I've lost the word. It's a specific technique in embroidery that utilizes laying different layers of fabric on top of one another to create a design. Once I find the word, I'll put it on screen, but I'm blanking right now. Anyways, we'll move over to the hands. These ones are fairly simple, which was a godsend. I've been doing lots of commissions for plushies recently, and these, oh my gosh, the designs on the arms have just gotten really crazy. So I was very pleased to have a very simple design. Right here I'm making the designs for like the headband and the little arm, like shoulder pieces that have a little Z design on them. So I'm trying to kind of get a nice font going. I'll edit those colors, make sure they're all correct. And this as well will be done. I'm gonna use the same portion for both the headband and the arm sleeves. I'll just edit it slightly while I'm making it. So after I get all of the files created, I'm going to, and I received the fabric, I'm going to begin working on getting everything cut out and patterned and piled all together. Excuse me looking at the screen, I'm watching a show while I'm doing this. But yes, everything will get all piled up. Here is the fabric it takes to make one of these plushies, minus all of the custom pattern bits that I'm gonna have to make. And we'll boot up the machine. Ah, that beautiful sound. And we'll start embroidering. So after I get everything cut out, I'm just going to embroider everything that needs embroidery. So that's going to include the hand paws, the face, the mouth, the feet. I get everything done all at once, just so that way all I need to worry about after this is just sewing. So right now I'm working on the hand paws. It takes quite a bit to get all of this done. I think it took me the entire day to get everything done. And yeah, once I finish embroidering, I get to peel back the topper. It's very satisfying, as you can see. So we'll work on both hand paws. Those are done. And then I'll work on the feet paws. These ones are one of my favorites. Get those all done. Then I'll work on the mouth here. Excuse the poor camera angle, you can't really see a whole lot of what's going on. Sorry, I'm still kind of learning what portions I need to get in the camera and what I don't. Yeah, and then I'll work on the eyes for the face. And then that will be all of the embroidery done. So the next step is sewing everything together. So for now, I'm pinning all of the darts and sewing all the darts together. This takes a long time to pin and sew each and every dart, but we get it done. I work on the feet as well and the legs, and just get everything that I can sewn before the end of the night. This is everything that I got done that second day. It's a lot. It doesn't look like a lot, but it is a lot. On the third day, I'm going to work on the ears. The ears and the head are a portion that I really try to take my time on, because if you get them wrong, it kind of changes the whole shape of everything and screws it up a lot. I have a project in the works that will show this, because I failed to make the face work properly. Everything else looks great. The face does not. So, yeah. I've gone through a lot of failures, so just take my word for it. Go easy, go slow, take your time when you're working on these important portions. This Sona has like a mane around its face, so it was very thick to work through. It's the front and the back of the head, it's the main piece, which is 2 pieces, it's the ear, which is 4 pieces layered, so that's what 8 pieces of fabric layered on top of each other. It was thick to get through, so I had to go in at the end with a little bit of hand sewing, kind of get everything tidied up and neat, because some portions didn't snag properly or get under the machine the way they were meant to. So I gotta go back in, get everything clean and nice. But after that, I'll get the legs attached to the body, and then here he is. He's looking a little deflated, but that's okay. We'll start stuffing him right now. I start with the hand paws, and then I'll do the head and then the body, and then I'll sew the head to the body, and then after that the hands will get sewn to the body. And at this moment he is looking very, very cute. I am very excited for this one here. He's a really cute guy. So here he is before he gets the rest of his custom bits all put on. He still needs those shoulder pads, he needs his tail, and he needs his head piece. So I take a little break, I make myself a Snorlax plush that I was very excited to work on, and then I'll get to patterning his tail. Most tails I custom pattern to try and keep each character a little bit unique. Here it is, ready to go. This one turned out a little thinner than I was hoping. I really wanted this nice big luscious tail, but I think it worked out in the end anyways. I was really running low on this like navy blue fabric. I kid you not, I was pulling scraps out of my trash can trying to find pieces big enough because I completely forgot that he needed a tail. So I'm just glad that I got the pieces that I did. So here is his tail all ready to go. I'm just going to sew these two pieces together, and then I will stitch his tail onto his body, which of course I didn't get any footage of me doing. My bad, sorry about that. And then there's also little spikes that I sew onto his tail, which I also didn't get any footage of me doing, but oh well, sorry. I'm still learning. So I'll turn this inside out using my hemostats. And here it is all connected. And right here I'm just showing you kind of how I stuff things, especially things like this that are thin. So I'm gonna pull apart the stuffing first, and then I will take a pair of hemostats and I'll get those into like the very tippy portion of the tail, just to make sure that the whole thing is filled out, there's no blank spots. The hemostats really help me to get into those little crevices that are hiding, and make sure that everything is stuffed properly. The reason that I'm pulling apart the stuffing is because then it won't like clump awkwardly, and it also kind of expands the stuffing. So not only is it less like clumpy inside, and when you're, you know, squishing and feeling the plush, it's less clumpy, but it allows it to kind of fill that space in a more even way as well. So that's why you see me doing that whenever I am stuffing something. It takes a little bit extra time, but it definitely adds a lot, and it helps when you're stuffing to not get those awkward shapes that I was talking about, like in the face. So here we're just embroidering some of those bits for the ear headpiece and the shoulder pieces. I'm going to do 4 of these, 2 of which are going to be rectangular shapes, 2 of which are going to be circles. And I didn't get any footage of me attaching it to his body, as per usual. So here he is all finished with all his little tidbits together. Here is the back of him, and you can see those little spikes on his tail that I was talking about that I attached previously. And yeah, I also did not film an intro for the, or an outro for this video, intro or an outro. So classic row fashion, sorry about that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching the little creation of this guy. He was a ton of fun to make. Come back hopefully next week for part 2, where I take you through the demon panda creation. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!